Alright, David. Okay, I found a couple of things with this. The first one is this curve. I've deleted the other ones because I was messing about with it, but basically this curve's endless or not closed. If you cell open curve, oops, 5 curves added, but that's one anyway. It's a single surface basically. There's one end there, and there's the other end. It's to do with the way I think that you've capped the end of it off. It's awkward, I know, getting each one, but so what I did just to show you to get it to work, just turn it off. I basically split this curve in half here and built that up. Now I don't know if you want to go back or whatever you do, but just to show you what's what really. So I'll tell you what we'll do, let's get rid of them and all. Okay, right, so this is your file. So if we curve from objects, extract isocurve. The surface we want is that top surface there. We don't go right to the edge, about there. And then if we rerun the command again, select surface isocurve, you can actually say it, and if you press toggle, then it'll take the isocurve from that way. So make sure your quad snaps on. Yes, snap to there, and then go around to the bottom, snap to there. Now that curve's yellow, I think that's thrown us a bit off in it, so let's get sure of that. So now we've got, if we turn, not that one, I don't know which one it's on, nope, green one, that one, yeah, there. So we've got that. Now what we need to do in this one here, mirror around F4, shift on, okay, and then what we need to do is each of them now highlight and then split them with that and that, and then surface sweep 2 rails, that. Okay, and the reason why we do that is to flow stuff on properly you need a nice clean surface that's not been cut or trimmed or anything, so that's what that is now. Now sometimes you'll take isocurves off and these will be longer depending on where you've cut it, and what you need to do then is to, where they intersect, is to trim the ends off. So basically you've got a curve that represents the width of the ring. So I mean there's lots of ways of doing it. You can run a plane through the middle of it and then intersect and use them curves, but that, you know, that's as good as any what we've just done there. So pick that now, and then curve again, curve from objects, create UV curves. Okay, right, that's our UV curves there, so let's move that up to that. I'll just do this rough, I'm not, you get the idea. Yes, like I say, that had lofted, but, or it had extruded, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a closed curve, so basically it wouldn't have worked. I mean, you could have got it to work because you could have split the surface and stuff, but it's a lot messing about. It's easy to sort it there. So that's that. Now I don't know if you want to go to the ends. If you go to the ends, you can make it so it, you know, you don't get a gap when it joins. But again, I'll just do it like this. Or should we do it? You need a gap at one end, don't you? We'll leave it like that, and then I'll let you mess with it. If you want to make it so it's a continuous pattern, then you need to get these end gaps right. So scale 1D this, so it's bigger. If you leave like half the gap that you want in between them, between that, and half the gap there, then that'll be a continuous shape. So onto that, explode it. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so I've exploded that into 4 segments. If I'd have done it the other way, you can do it without all this bit, but it doesn't matter. Sweep 2 rails, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay, again, that's a nice, a nice uncut and messed about with surface. So what we need to do now, we'll go into this one. You need to be mindful that, where's our ring gone? Which is our ring? That one, wasn't it? The depth of that there, if you look on the depth of that surface, is probably the same, so that's going to cut through the back of it now. I mean, I don't know what you like to use, but I like that when I mill, well, you're milling as well, I think, aren't you? So I like to go down like 0.4, 0.5 of a max, really, because otherwise you get loads of wax compacting. But I mean, again, that's up to you. So what I'll do here now, just for ease of messing, if we select objects on that, and then we'll group them together like that, and then we'll go into, we'll go into this view here, select them, and then if we, I can't see there how much, it's only 1 milli that then, but anyway, let's go up there, hold that, so let's pull that to about 1/2 mil there. Just check nothing's moved there. If you hold shift, you can do that without it moving. It constrains it to. Okay. So now we're ready to flow. So I think, yeah, we'll go that way. Can't remember. Well, let's see. If it goes the other way, we can always sort it. So transform, flow along a surface. We can pick that anywhere because we've grouped them now. We'll pick that in, surface in that corner, and then we'll pick a surface in that corner, no, surface, and then we'll enter. Let's start again. What have we done wrong now? Let's get rid of that, it makes it easier. There we go. Okay, so flow along a surface, select objects to flow, select objects there, select objects to flow along a surface, press enter. The base surface is there, the target surface is there, and I've got that back to front. Right. There we go. So that's actually, if you look now, it's bent that surface like you wanted. Now you're gonna, because the way the mill works, it's gonna cut it straight, so you're gonna lose a little bit of that. But to be honest, you won't even notice. So now what we want to do is get rid of that. Just hide it for now. That surface there. Surface. Hide that. And then we want to bring back our ring, which was that. And then we want to do Boolean difference. So that with that. Oh, why has that done that now? Start with that. There we go. Pause this. Okay, so that's flowed there. So if we turn that off, we've got your fingerprints in there. It looks nice, that. And then again, if we go into here, it's quicker to do this than to flow of the ring. So if we split that with that, get rid of that, and then mirror that around F4. I mean, you can just float onto a thing if you wanted, I suppose, but and then join them. There you go. Now that's what's saying about that gap there. If you want to get rid of that, you can push them right up, or you know, whatever. But that's, there we go. That's the crux of it, I think. That's how to split them there. It's not ideal, is it? But